In this exciting surface modeling tutorial, you will learn how you can create this amazing design detail, which is also often used in the automotive or product design industry. So let's check that out. And the following lesson is just one module out of my new free surface modeling introduction course for beginners. And this course covers all the basics and fundamentals, ensuring you excel in surface modeling. Starting with explaining NURBS and CAD, you will dive into the key principles of continuity and tangency. Through hands-on exercises, you will master surface modeling techniques by modeling objects like a shampoo bottle and cylinder connections. Additionally, you will get mindset training to tackle complex projects and solve common problems like smoothing surfaces and working with lofts. And as a grand final, there's a special section on how to model a product design from scratch with all the learnings. So enroll in this free course today and start your journey in surface modeling with Plasticity. So check out the first link in the description box next to the video, and now let's dive into this tutorial. And yeah, I really love this type of design. So this is only possible obviously with surface modeling. You can't do this with Boolean techniques and all this basic stuff that is floating around. So that's why I show that, because this looks, in my opinion, amazing. It's fun. It's what's used in the industry. So just open that, and here we have already just that as a reference. Just select this piece here and just bring this a little bit to the left. And let's start from scratch. So maybe also make this a little bit smaller, but yeah, not that important anything. So maybe let's make this shorter also. So let's start from scratch. So very simple, go to the top view and just take here the control point curve or any curve, and just let's create a curve which is a little bit curved. And maybe just let's bring it here and just select the curve and press E and just extrude this till this point here. And let me change that. So we just have here a nice curved surface, right? So let's do some magic. So let's just analyze this points here. So when you practice on your own, so if you don't just buy a course where you have the complete solution step by step, so also what I'm doing here, just to show you the whole process in a condensed way. So if you don't do this route, where in my opinion you learn the most, so if you learn something on your own, right, don't start with something super complex. So if you do it on your own, don't start with something like this power drill here in my course, or something completely different. Something, yeah, like a car hood or something, right? So it will not work, especially as a beginner. You have to isolate simple things and try to create them first. So for example, I don't know, if you like this power drill, so I'm just showing it to you here on my example because I've used it exactly here. So for example, you find the power drill or something, right? And you see, oh, this at the bottom looks really cool. So it's much better for your mental health also to start with one little piece and try to figure that out. Because as a beginner, this will be already challenging for you, right? Because if you try as a beginner to create this whole power drill without like good basic understanding of surface modeling, you will never ever achieve that. You have to learn first from someone. You have to practice that on your own. You have to watch 1,000 tutorials or take just a course where everything is condensed. So you have to just first learn the techniques and then try to implement them. But yeah, so take this little piece, right? And make maybe even just a screenshot of this little piece, or what we have now is just this piece isolated. And analyze that. So we have this curve, and then let me paint it again here. We have this outer cut here, and we have a second cut here, right? And obviously we have to connect somehow those points. So this is just connected in this way here and also in this way kind of, right? So yeah, it's not matching, but you get the point. And so we have to cut out of the surface this kind of two shapes, and the blue one we have to bring in a little bit, right? So we have to cut this blue shape, and then we will cut it here again and just use this surface here and just bring it a little bit in with an angle, and then we will connect this edge with this edge in a smooth way, and then we are left with a hole. So as we did in the beginning with the shampoo bottle, so here it will be exactly the same, so very simple, similar I mean, and then we will just connect it with a loft, and then we will have this chamfer, and then we can just fillet that. So again, it's better if you just follow and when we just practice that hands on. So let's start very simple. So maybe let's even make this everything smaller. So select it as S, make it smaller, bring it to the right. So it's kind of our reference image, right? Yeah. So just create a line, Shift A, and let's just follow here our shape. So it's first the outer shape, right? So it's something like that. And as I said, you have to close it because otherwise you can't cut a piece away. And also you see it's intersecting here a little bit. So this is sometimes confusing. So just bring this here to the front. And also we need here a nice juicy fillet. And we need here a smaller fillet, just some aesthetics. And that's basically it. Because now we can press C and cut into our body here. And now why we did this, so now with this piece we will do all of our operations. So now we have to create this whole detail inside of this hole. Right, so we will not touch anything anymore from the outside. We will work a little bit with this piece, but with this curve here, we are just cutting like kind of when you create like cookie or cake, just stamp it out, and so we can have just control what we will do in the inside. So first of all, we have to bring this curvature, so introduce somehow, because you see it's going like inwards, right? So it goes a little bit inwards. So we have to do that. So for that, we will just select this piece and with object mode, select this inner piece and just press G and just bring this a little bit inwards. Okay. And now, so you see it's everywhere the same distance, but we have to rotate it now a little bit. So press R from the top view and just give it here a little bit of an angle. So you see it's kind of here connected, but not really. And that's fine, because let me hide this with H, because we have to reconnect this again. I know there are a million of different ways, but just again to show you the basics is again, we have to cut the half away, because you see we can't, so we can loft those here with G1, but it's just a step, right? But we want, as we have here, a nice smooth transition. So a good way is it to select this face and press Ctrl R, so the command for isoparam, and just cut it somewhere here in the middle and delete, so let me hide this grid, delete this whole surface with Shift X. So maybe now you thought why we are doing this. It's very simple, because now we have here a lot of a distance, so we just can create a nice smooth connection. So maybe even go to the top view and select this piece here again, and maybe give it even a little bit more rotation. So kind of that if you select this edge, so I'm looking from the top right, so we can then connect, bam, this way, okay? So let's do that. Select this edge and this edge and press L for loft, and bam. So you see we have G1 and we have G1, and you see we have a nice smooth connection. Again, you could go with G2, but again, G1 will be fine for us as a beginner. So that's fine. Press OK. And now if you press Shift E, you see we have a nice connection, but we are missing our detail chamfer straight walls here. So for that, we have to cut now from those two pieces in the inside again a little bit away. So we can delete then this leftover here. And then again, we have then a little distance, which we can loft. So Shift A, and so create a line from this point to this and here, and go to this point. So something like that. Maybe you can adjust it if you want. And again, you have to give it here a fillet, and here at the bottom a little bit of a juicy one. And now, before you cut, first of all, let's join those two faces. So go to object mode, select this and shift and press J. So you have one surface. And now go to the front view, select this curve, press C and cut into our surface, right click. And now you can delete the curve and delete the surface. And you see, we have exactly what we want. And now object mode again, select all of those sheets and press J, so everything is joined. And now we can do the same what we did in with our shampoo bottle. We can start to loft, but when you have those triangles here, do them at the end. So what do I mean by that? First of all, start by lofting this here, because here you see we have those edges are approximately the same length, kind of. So you can just press L. And G1 we don't want, we want tap, we want a G0, and you see we have a nice flat surface. And now you see you have those triangular holes, and it's better if you select object mode. Again, you have to select everything and press J to join, so it's one sheet. And now edge mode, press 2, alt click, so you select this whole edge loop, and Shift 3 for patch. And now you see it perfectly patches. And the same here. So again, when you don't, just an explanation, just go back a few steps, just that you understand it. So here we can't patch, right? Because to make a patch work, we need a closed hole, a closed boundary. But we don't have it here. Here we just have those edges, and this edges, there is a distance between, so we don't have a connection. So in this case, you have to loft. Again, G0. But when you loft in object mode, you see this sheet is separate from this sheet. So again, you have to first join that. Because always before you patch, everything has to be joined. Because here now you see again, here we have a closed hole, or we have a complete boundary loop of edges. And now we can't loft anymore, and now we can patch. So this is the big difference, but we can also only patch when everything is connected. But yeah, patch, and the same here, press 2, alt click, and patch, press OK, and beautiful. So now you see in this mode, again, this left looks more realistic, better, because we have fillets, and here we have no fillets. So always you have to add fillets, and in this example, it's very simple. Just select one edge, and give it here a nice little fillet, and here a nice little fillet. And voila, guys. And that was super simple, super easy. And that was super fast. So when you have a little bit of practice, with a lot of practice, it will not take, I don't know, 20 minutes or 30 minutes, what I'm explaining here. It will take you 1 minute or 2 minutes, because it will be just bam, 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 bam. It will be extremely fast, everything. But again, I try to explain like every little step so everyone can follow along. And yeah, below every video, or below this video, you will find again just a link to a form just click on that. It's 1 second. It will cost you 20-30 seconds. Just type in, or that was too fast, that was fine, I didn't understand that and that. Just give me some feedback, okay? So I just know what to do better. Or if there is no link, then just post it in the community, your questions. But yeah, so we've covered really a lot. So it's again 1.5 hours. I thought it will take 15 and 20 minutes, but yeah, it's always the case for me. I always go into absolute little detail, so literally everyone can follow along and learn the most. And yeah, I just want to share my excitement for surface modeling, but I think you see that. And in the next module, so the next module, I hope no one is skipping, because the next module will be the most important. Before we come into our product design tutorial, where we'll create a real product completely from scratch. And before we discuss some common problems, I just want to discuss with you like kind of a mindset training, how to learn, how to practice, how to tackle complex projects. Then later, when you are on your own, if it's with my courses, with other people's courses, with free tutorials, if you do it on your own, I don't care, how you will get the best results, how you can learn the most. So this is in the next video. It's not practical. It's just listening and making some notes. So yeah, you truly get the best and the fastest results. So let's check that out. And if you found that lesson helpful and you want to learn more about surface modeling, check out my free course with over 40 modules explaining everything about surface modeling that you need as a beginner. So sign up today with the first link in the description box next to the video, and I hope I can see you in there. Have a nice day. Bye.